GMA Home Base, Visor, JamesDeacon.ph, Monster Chronicles, Tuner, Lifestyle on Wheels, Speed Magazine, Car Moody, Chinese Commercial News, and Social Card. Thank you so much for joining us. And aside from our media, we have our colleagues from the region as well. So we have our Vice President of Bosch Automotive Aftermarket for ASEAN, Marshall Coelho. We also have our country manager for Bosch Automotive Aftermarket Philippines and general manager for Bosch Philippines, Paulo Duarte. And we have our friends from each for the Philippines, the program and training director, Jeannie Villarreal, the development head of the organization, each for the Philippines, Mel Balmaceda, and we also like to welcome our colleagues also from the region, from Bosch Automotive Aftermarket. So again, guys, thank you for joining us this morning, and we have a very exciting campaign today. So this event is hosted by the Bosch Automotive Aftermarket, and we have a lot of information to share with you. So I'm sure all of you know what Bosch is, but we would like just to give you a quick refresher or a trivia about what Bosch is all about. So here in the Philippines, Bosch has been here for almost 100 years through our partners and distributors. And Bosch is quite big. No, we have businesses in four business sectors. Mobility solutions, where Bosch Automotive Market belongs to. We also have our industrial technology, wherein drive and control components, mostly for these are for the manufacturing companies, for cement energy companies. We also have energy and building technology, wherein they have products for safety and security, like your cameras, your fire alarms, etc. And lastly, the fourth business sector where Bosch is participating or having their products and solutions is the consumer products. So these are your power tools and also your home appliances. So I hope that that short trivia that we have about Bosch is, it'll tickle your knowledge about us. So this event, earlier this year, we have this Care for Life launched on a regional level. So because this event, what we want to advocate is the further enrichment of the children in the region through the different activities in education, engagement, and empowerment. So for us to learn more about what Care for Life campaign is, we would like to call on stage Marshall.
Salamat. Good morning, also from my side. And first of all, I want to welcome also our friend Mel Balmaceda, the head of development at Teach for Philippines, and also Jeannie Villarreal. She is the program and training director at the Teach for the Philippines. So we're very happy to have you here because it's an important case for us. At the same time, also salamat to our dear members of the media, to my dearest AA colleagues and friends, and ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. Today marks another important milestone and chapter in our, let's say, Care for Life campaign, which we just launched beginning of this year. But today is the kickoff and the media launch here in the Philippines. And it is with no doubt for us a very meaningful occasion, especially for Bosch Automotive Aftermarket, as we are able and proud to support children in need here in the ASEAN region. It is also an honor for us to partner up with our friends from Teach for the Philippines, as they are a charity dedicated day in and day out to, on one side, ensure that all Filipino children have the benefit, but especially the access to excellent, inclusive, and also relevant education. Our Care for Life campaign is meant to drive long-term initiatives, not just here in the Philippines, but in all ASEAN countries and communities. And for that cause, I'm also very happy to say that we are supported by our Bosch internal aid organization called Primavera. And for the ones who don't know, Primavera was founded and is still running today by volunteering Bosch associates, and this to support children across the world in different projects, and this already since 1990. So means more than 30 years. With their support, but especially I would say with the dedication, the passion, and the contribution of, first of all, the Bosch associates, our dear partners, but also thanks to you, the media colleagues and members, by creating this awareness, we are very much excited to embark today on a new journey, yeah, in order to enhance the quality of education here in the Philippines, and this together alongside of all of us. As mentioned earlier, the chapter in the Philippines is our third one in ASEAN, because we already launched Care for Life in Singapore first in April, and then in Indonesia just in October. And here we are determined to continue to support, but also to touch the lives and improve the lives of children in local ASEAN communities. We will also have the next 3 stops in our Care for Life campaign, which will be Malaysia, Thailand, and Vietnam next year, besides continuation of the initiatives which we just started in the 3 countries this year. Let me give you some insight. We first launched a campaign in Singapore this April under the theme of Care for Happiness. So our target is to spark and focus on the happiness of chronically ill children. Just to give you a house number, in Singapore, roughly 4,000 kids per year are diagnosed with development needs illnesses. So what we did is, since April, we were able to already collect 1.5 million Philippine pesos in point of donation via different varieties of activities. What we did, for example, is we did a dream cloud, where then the kids could like post their wishes, which then associates, but also preferred partners like distributors could grant them via a giving.sg homepage. At the same time, what we did is we did the fundraising as well as we sold mugs in our office. So within 1.5 hours, we sold more than 200 mugs, which were painted by the beneficiaries, because the focus of our partner in Singapore is on art and music development. So what we did is we also auctioned artwork of our partners and kids during our dealer conference just last month, and were able to collect already there more than 6,000 euros just for 3 paintings by our partners. So, and this all goes back into the talent development program in Singapore. The second chapter, as I mentioned, was in Indonesia, or is in Indonesia. And there, what we do is focus on the eyesight. So we call it Care for Sight. Yeah? And why do we do this? There we partner with the Jakarta Eye Center, but as well with the SOS Children Village in the Philippines, in the Indonesia, sorry for that. And our aim there is to create life-changing corrections in order to touch on 2 topics. What we realized is that Indonesia is the top 3 ranked country under the top 10 with the highest vision loss in our region. And secondly, our statistics also showed that more than 10% of the 66 million school children suffer from eye disorders. So what we did is we were able to collaborate with our partners there, and we just had an event in October where we did eye checks for 120 children, and we also issued corrective glasses for them. What will happen now in the next couple of weeks is some of them will also undergo surgery in order to improve their eye disorder, because it is so severe. And with this, we are convinced that we will improve their quality of life, and also how they will in the future be able to excel in life. Here so far, we are at 11,000 euros of donations, which is the 650,000 Philippine pesos. But okay, today we are here for the Philippines. Yeah? So we should talk a little bit about the Philippines, but also Paulo and our colleagues from Teach for the Philippines will give you more details. Our team here put together a short video, which I would like to watch with all of you together. That is okay. So I would say, please roll the clip.
Michelle hanya dilakukan. Sabi niya talaga na may ansuman bata para mag-alam ko. Pag ako ko, gusto ko maging doktor para ko makatulong sa mga sakit.
So please support Bosch plans and be part of our initiative Care for Life because smiling children are the best gift. Thank you. Okay, so first of all, that job, I think a very touching video. Thanks, team. Um, I'm a parent myself, and many of us, I guess, here in the room, and I think it's our utmost inner drive in order to improve the quality of our children. It's sort of our most task, I would say, as a parent. That's why we're very happy that all of you came in order to really advocate, support, in order to be fortunate, support by education, engagement, but also empowering the children to improve their quality of life, succeed, especially already in their young age. So once again, just to conclude, I'm very, very happy to have both of you here as representatives for Teach for the Philippines. You guys are doing a fantastic job. We are more than happy to be a little bit part of this journey for hopefully many years to come. And before I conclude, allow me to remind you, for us, it might seem like a small gesture, what we do. But for the children, which are then on the other end, it might change their entire world. So once again, thanks for being here today with us. Please support our cause. And I'm very excited, to embark on this journey together with all of you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Salamat. Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Marshall. So I'm sure all of us here were enlightened about what Care for Life project is and how it has gone through from Singapore, Indonesia, and now in the Philippines. So you could see that the project that each country is doing is really addressing a core or foundational need of the children. So now we've seen that the official partner of Bosch Automotive Aftermarket here in the Philippines is Teach for the Philippines. So to tell us more about the programs, the activities, initiatives in the organization, may I call on stage Jeannie Villarreal.
Thank you so much. Hi everyone. Good morning. So yes, my name is Jenny Villarreal and I am the Program and Training Director at Teach for the Philippines. So allow me to share a bit about our organization and the programs that Bosch is supporting. Yeah, so just to, as I wait for my slides to come out, I do want to take the opportunity to thank Bosch again, especially Marshall, Paolo, and Elisa for inviting us to this event or hosting this event for us, and of course the partnership that we will be working on for the next year and hopefully longer. There, okay. Next slide, please. So just a bit about Teach for the Philippines. Who are we? So we are a nonprofit organization that has been a long-time partner of the Department of Education. Since 1999, we have been working in the public schools around the Philippines, providing literacy support to our students. So we believe that all Filipino children will benefit or should benefit from an excellent inclusive and relevant education. And this is, again, something that we work towards in partnership with the Department of Education and our partners such as Bosch. Next slide. Okay, so I want to introduce someone important to you. So you saw a few students in the video earlier. Those are the students of our teacher fellows that Teach for the Philippines is supporting and training. This is Aaron. So someday he wants to become a police officer. We saw in the video earlier there was one student who wants to become a doctor. So we know a lot of our students have big goals and dreams. And for Teach for the Philippines, and I know Bosch as well, we do want to support these students in achieving their dreams. But there is a crucial problem, especially right now during the pandemic. So Aaron is a grade 2 student. He started out in grade 2 or in his education. He couldn't recognize letters. So imagine not even being able to read your own name when you look at this slide. So he couldn't read letters, and that posed a big challenge or a big obstacle for him in being able to continue in his studies and achieve, the required grades for his subjects. Learning at home amidst the pandemic made it even more difficult for students like Aaron. So I'm sure a lot of us, our parents here, I myself have a one year old baby at home, and we know that the pandemic really caused a big gap in education, especially for our students in the Philippines who did not have access to the usual resources that students need in order to continue learning during the pandemic. So for Teach for the Philippines, we invited Aaron to join or participate in our functional literacy program where he was given guidance and support and resources in learning how to read during the pandemic with the support of his mother at home. So we also provide training for parents, which I'll talk about later, so that they can support their children in their learning. So what happened with Aaron, together with the steadfast support of his family, after 1 year in our program, he was able to read not just letters, but also comprehend words, phrases, and even sentences by the end of the program. So Aaron is just one of our many success stories of how our program supports our students in achieving their dreams. And learning to read opens up possibilities and brings a promising future for our students to achieve their goals. Next slide. So at Teach for the Philippines, we believe that children like Aaron are in need of a transformative adult to support them in their learning and in their holistic development. So we start with Filipinos with high leadership potential. So Teach for the Philippines trains and recruits young leaders to teach in the public schools for 2 years. So these teachers, these transformative leaders, enable our students to develop functional literacy and life skills or social emotional skills that are the basis or the foundation for them to succeed in life. It also long term, we hope to address the need in our country for access to quality education and opening up opportunities for our students to improve their lives. Next slide. So how do we do this? We have a leadership development program that we give to college graduates of different universities across the country. And we enlist and engage them in order to teach in our public schools for 2 years. So this is teacher Misha, our teacher fellow who is currently teaching in Ilocos Norte. So again, we are all over the country, and you see his learning and his insights from participating in our program. So he shares through our functional literacy program, not only did we change the paradigm, the challenge that learning can only happen in schools, we were also effective in empowering and rallying parents to become teachers at home and to create a home learning environment. We also saw school community bring in their unique contribution and to come together for the success of our students. Again, taking note that parents are crucial factor in the success of our programs as well. Next slide. So for our partnership with Bosch, they are supporting our two student programs called Functional Literacy Program and Batang Bayani Life Skills Program. So the Functional Literacy Program aims to develop the basic literacy and numeracy skills of our young Filipino students through parent and teacher partnership. As you saw in the video shown earlier, a lot of our students, even at the grade 6 level or even at the high school level, still struggle with basic reading and numeracy skills. So that is the focus of this program. The second program is our life skills program. So something that is quite new in the education sector for a while now is that life skills is something that our students need to learn. It complements their learning of academic skills. And so we want to promote the value of life skills among Filipino students and parents through social emotional learning and community of practice. So this is where our students are able to reflect on their strengths and weaknesses. They're able to identify, what their goals are in life and what steps they need to take in order to achieve those goals. Okay, next slide, please. Thank you. So for this one, this is just a few insights or examples of the outcomes of our program. So I don't know if you can see, but this is Brayden. So similar to Aaron, he had a hard time reading words. He was able to read around 70% of a short passage with comprehension after the program. And he shared, for me, the program is very effective due to the support and attention given to the student. For our Batang Bayani program, we saw that a lot of students showed initiative in participating in various activities after the program. So that's where they showed increased confidence, increased leadership potential. And of course, for the parents who participated in the program, they fostered a community of practice by maintaining a vegetable garden for the school in order to support the feeding program. There. Next slide. Okay, and of course, again, one of our parents, she said that she found out that she wasn't the only one struggling. So something important to note also for parents in the public school, in our public schools in the Philippines, is that they tend to need more guidance in order to support their children and in order to support themselves as well, in terms of their experience of poverty and their experience of their struggle in life. So she learned so much from every Bayani Gabay in the program. Next slide. There. So just to show you what we're doing now and where we are. So for Teach for the Philippines, we have 68 active teachers that we are supporting all across the Philippines. So we have 24 public schools where our teachers are teaching across 11 local governments. And again, this is only for this school year. So if you will multiply that times 10 years, because it is our 10th anniversary, you will see that we've already reached a lot of students and teachers in the country. Next slide. Okay, and something that we believe in at our very core is that we can't do it alone. So partnerships such as the one that we have with Bosch is very, very important to us and very valuable to us because it enables us to help our primary beneficiary, which is of course our students. We believe that together we can transform our public school systems to be the best that it can be. Next slide, please. Yeah, and if you'd like to connect with us, please check our send an email to Teach for the Philippines. So for our partnership, email development.team@teachforthephilippines.org. And of course, if you'd like to support our work further, please see our donation channel. Next slide. There. And lastly, this is something that we always end our presentations with. So for Teach for the Philippines, everything that we do is always para sa bataan, para sa bayan. So thank you very much again to Bosch for the belief in our work, and we look forward to this partnership.
Alright, so what we saw right there is a very heartfelt project that Teach for the Philippines is doing, and we are very happy at Bosch to be partnering with them. So I'm sure this morning our stomachs were happy with the AM snack. But our friends from Teach for the Philippines prepared a little energizer for us to keep us very happy and energized this morning. So to do a little activity for us, may I call on Mel Balmaceda.
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Mel Balmaceda. I lead the development and fundraising team in Teach for the Philippines. And I'm happy to be able to share this room with you guys because as one of the previous teachers, so I was a former teacher fellow in 2014. I was part of the second cohort of Teach for the Philippines and I taught in a public school called Nangka Elementary School in Marikina. So I was teaching seven subjects for grade two students for 2 years. And I'm happy to be able to share this with you because it allows us and enables us to do our work para sa bata and para sa bayan. So as we have mentioned, we have prepared an energizer. And I wanted to stay on the floor because I wanted to go around and the energizer activity will take the form of a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. So may I get a raise of hands of who knows about this game? Are we familiar with this game? Yes? Okay, so it will just be a 10 set question of different trivia about each for the Philippines and our partnership with Bosch. So I hope you were able to listen to Marcio's and Jinny's sharing about our partnership, and hopefully you will learn a little bit more about what we do, why we do things, and how we will do that in the upcoming year through this partnership. So let me, okay, as a teacher, I want to be able to get to know the energy level of the crowd, right? So we have a clap that we usually do in class. So if I clap like this, you clap two times after. So wait, we just try it out. So if I clap, you respond with two claps. So let me try again. One, two, three, go. Thank you. You are a very good student. Okay, so for the first question, if ever when I say go, please feel free to just raise your hand. While we do not have prizes, we are very aware of the bragging rights that you will be receiving after the answers that you get from this game. So, first question is, who is the main beneficiary of EFP's programs? Letter A, public school students. Letter B, young professionals. Letter C, children 21 years and below. And letter D, parents. So who is the main beneficiary of EFP's program? Go. So anybody can raise their hand. Okay, yes, sir.
Letter A.
Letter A is public school students. Let's see if you're correct. Yay! Thank you. You have 100 points under your belt as of the moment. So that, as Ginny has mentioned, we have been working in education reform for the past 10 years, and we're really proud and happy to share that through our steadfast partnership with the Department of Education and with companies like Bosch AA, we have been able to reach almost 90,000 students in over 100 public schools. So the school that I taught in was just one school. Can you imagine if we have been able to reach over 100 of those over the past 10 years? So our next question is for 200 points. Oh, there's music. I don't know if you can hear it, but who is TFP's main government partner in nation building through education? Oh, there's music. Thank you. Letter A, Commission on Higher Education. Letter B, the Office of the Vice President. Letter C, the Department of Health. And letter D, the Department of Education. Go! Oh, Marcio has been raising his hand 3 times already. Can I get your answer, Marcio?
Hope I don't screw up. D.
Letter D. Okay, let's see if Marcio is correct. Yes! Congratulations, Marcio. You have 200 points. So that, as Ginny has mentioned, we have been the longest standing partner of the Department of Education for the past decade, since 1999, and we have been able to support across 11 education secretaries. And we have been able to leverage our strong partnership so that we are able to reach the students in various parts of our country nationwide towards education reform. All right, so We are down to the last 8 questions. I hope you're still energized. Let me just go here. This part of the room. All right. So the third question. Teach for the Philippines teachers are called blank. For 300 points, letter A, teacher assistants. Letter B, teacher advocates. Letter C, teacher fellows. Or letter D, teacher partners. Yes, ma'am. Very passionately raised her hand. Letter C. Letter C, let's see if she is correct. Teacher fellows. Yes, thank you. You have 300 points. So yes, all teachers of Teach for the Philippines are called teacher fellows. Yes, just like myself. Thank you. Next is, so as Jinny has mentioned, teacher fellows undergo that entire 2 year leadership development program. And we have been lucky to be the only partner of the Department of Education that trains and selects separately apart from the usual application process of teachers within the public school. So far, I'm only one teacher fellow, but for the past 10 years, we have been able to build a network of over 300 teacher fellows. So you can expect that these teacher fellows will be education leaders pursuing education reform. All right, next is our fourth question. So how many years has PFP been working towards education equity and reform? Okay, yes, sir. Letter A, 8 years. B, 10 years. C, 9 years. Or D, 12 years.
B, 10 years.
C, 10 years. All right. Is this correct? That is C. Yes, correct. Thank you, sir. So yes, you're correct, and you have been listening very well. Yes, CFP is celebrating its 10th anniversary, having worked in education reform. All right, next question. We're halfway through the game. For question number 5, for 500 points. The Department of Education recorded more than blank million students enrolled for the school year 2022-2023. We did not mention this, but anybody might be familiar. Letter L, yes, Paolo, what letter is your answer?
27.
27 million, is that correct? I think Paolo has some insight to this presentation. Um, yes, correct. So there have been a recorded 27 million students this past school year as we come back to classes starting this school year. All right. Thank you, Paula, for your participation. So next, question number 6. What big transition across all public schools happened in November 2022? So just last month. Letter A, we had a new DepEd secretary. Letter B, we have returned to face-to-face classes. Letter C, we are doing hybrid learning. Or letter D, we are facilitating modular distance learning. All right, ma'am, at the back, all the way at the back. What is your answer, ma'am? Letter B, return to face-to-face classes. Okay, let's check. All right, correct. So this year, after two full years of closure, we are coming back to face-to-face classes. It started in July when the Department of Education mandated that we will come back 100% face-to-face in school starting November. All right. Congratulations, ma'am, on your 600 points. Next, our seventh question. Which Care for Life campaign is being implemented through the partnership of Bosch AA and Teach for the Philippines? Letter A, Care for Health. Letter B, Care for Equality. Letter C, Care for Education. And letter D, Care for Happiness. So let's see if they have been listening to Marcio's presentation earlier. Yes, ma'am. Happily raising her hand. Letter C. Okay, let's check now if you're correct. The correct answer is letter C. Congratulations, 700 points. All right, so this table seems to be doing really well. They want to share that they're the top one of this section of this room, combined points. So Recognizing that education is one of the most urgent social issues in the Philippines, we are really glad and really honored to be Bosch's partner in pursuing Care for Education campaign in the Philippines. So I hope the other tables are trying to push because this table, table number three, has been really participating and have been garnering the most points so far. All right. What are the two aspects of learning being taught by TFP through the functional literacy program, which Ginny has shared earlier? Letter A, reading literacy and functional literacy. Letter B, literacy and numeracy. Letter C, numeracy and financial literacy. Then letter D, digital literacy and reading literacy. So this is a little bit tricky. Oh, yes, sir. I need hand. Letter B, more of a question than an answer, right? Okay, so letter B, literacy and numeracy, is that correct? Yes. All right, so TFP's Functional Literacy Program is an early grade literacy and numeracy intervention program for reading and math, which we believe are critical subject areas for students to thrive as they learn in school and at home. All right, last two questions. So it's getting a little tougher, right? So I hope you guys have been reading the presentation. So what is another term for social emotional skills that the Batang Bayani or Young Hero program is teaching our students? Letter A, developmental skills. Letter B, exploratory skills. Letter C, hard and soft skills. Or letter D, life skills. Go. Oh, nobody's raising their hand. Okay, sir. What is your answer? With a lot of coaching on the side, the C is sir is correct for 900 points. Letter B, right? Wow, very team effort on this table. Yes, so that's correct. So the Batang Bayani program is PFP's life skills program that builds student capability across a range of topics including stress management, good study habits, communication, responsible use of technology, and social awareness. So as a teacher, this has always been a critical part and the foundational skills that our students really need, especially after 2 full years of school closures. All right. So just a recap, it seems like this table has been doing really well. So if anybody wants to catch up, you should be able to answer this final question, 1,000 points. All right. Ultimately, our belief is that if we care for education, we are able to plan. Letter A, care for children. Letter B, care for life. Letter C, care for happiness. Or letter D, care for society. Any hands? New hands? No new hands? Left hand. Any new hands? Okay, ma'am is the first one to raise your hand. Yes, ma'am. What is your answer? Letter A, care for children. Do you have any other answer in the room? Yes, Elisa, the girl who is spearheading the program in the ASEAN region. And with a lot of inside scoop. Elisa, what is your answer? Also, care for life. Care for life. Do you mind pressing the button? See if you're correct. Yes. So at the end of the day, it's really the Bosch team that will be winning this game. So thank you very much for participating. We are really happy to be part of the Care for Life and Care for Education campaign. I'll turn it back over to Carla for the next one. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Ginny and Mel, for that very exciting game. I was actually waiting for some of our colleagues here if they will use a lifeline, like call a friend, like that. But I think one of our team here, table number three, we're already doing call a friend within their tables. Again, thank you so much, and again, congratulations everyone for your very active participation. So earlier, Marsha shared with us what Care for Life program is on an ASEAN or regional level. Now let's do a little bit of a deep dive. What we can expect for Bosch to do here in the Philippines. So to tell us more about what will be the programs, what we will be doing in Bosch AA for this project, may we call on stage Paolo Flores.
All right, all set. Representatives of each of the Philippines, Mel and Jeannie, members of the media, dear colleagues from Automotive Aftermarket, ladies and gentlemen, wishing everyone a very good morning or magandang umaga. We at Bosch Philippines are delighted to be here today to the launch of Care for Life in the Philippines, as we come together to lend support and advocate for a better future for the children of tomorrow. It is an honor to partner with Teach for the Philippines, an organization that works to ensure all Filipino children benefit from an excellent, inclusive, and relevant education. The COVID-19 pandemic has heavily affected education in the Philippines amid systemic problems which result in unprecedented educational disruption. 27 million 27 million students in the Philippines were affected by 2 full years of school closures. There was a fast decline in literacy rates and student aptitude, and there were difficulties associated with online learning. Our goal is to raise support for the continuity of foundational learning in our public school communities through a multifaceted, multi-stakeholder approach of core and community programs. In the Philippines, we are launching, as mentioned, the Care for Education campaign to address the challenge of providing education at system level to children within poverty communities and less fortunate. In our partnership with Teacher for the Philippines, or TFP, the campaign is divided in two programs. First being the Functionally Literacy Program, was there already? This provides an early grade intervention program for reading and math, which are critical for academic success in the Philippines. Students and parents will be provided with learning materials and support through alternative delivery methods. Parents and caregivers will be trained to lead lessons through a 3 week training and will be assisted by Teach for the Philippines teachers who are experienced working within public schools. The second program was also mentioned is the Batang Bayani program, which aims to equip children with life skills to be able to practice positive behavior towards learning at home. These programs will impact the life of around 700 students and 500 parents and equip them with the knowledge and positive behavior towards learning and development. Life skills are important. It will greatly help children in leading self, leading others, and leading change for the future of the country. It is our belief as Bosch that more opportunities for high quality education that will prepare children for the 21st century is the right of every child. We want to ensure that they develop literacy skills for a brighter future, therefore improving their quality of life and enabling them to achieve their dreams. We look forward to working with Teach for the Philippines on the Care for Education campaign and hope our presence helps make a difference in these children's lives. Thank you for being part of our Care for Life launch, and may our efforts help shape a greater and brighter future for our children. Maraming salamat po.
All right, thank you so much, Paolo. And as you can see, we really have a lot in store and we have a lot of initiatives for Teach for the Philippines. Now, I would like to call back on stage Paolo, and together with him will be Marshall, Mel, and Jimmy. So this will be one of the many photo opportunities that we will be doing this morning. So this photo opportunity will be just to show our official launch for the theme that we have for the Philippines, which is hashtag care for education. Okay. Thank you so much, Marshall, Paolo, Mel, and G. You may now go back to your seat. Right? So you have to be ready later on to do a lot more photos. Okay, so we're very excited for this activity because we see a lot of successes and wins with the project that we're doing together. And this will be really a great help or enhancement for the quality of education in our country. So I'm sure we heard from Paolo the different initiatives that AA will be doing with Teach for the Philippines. So to share more about what are the mechanics, what we will be doing for this project, maybe I call on stage Michael Tegochan to share the mechanics of the first initiative under the Care for Education.
So, good morning, everyone. So, the partnership with Pitch for Philippines doesn't end today with this media launch. So, the initiative is, of course, to do a year-long activity with regards to the automotive aftermarket business of Bosch, and of course, encourage business partners, employees of Bosch to share or donate their time, their effort, and also some support for these initiatives. But then what can our end consumer or everyone can do to support this business? So one of the initiatives that we wanted to do is link some of our activities for the whole year. So this is a full year commitment starting now until the end of 2023. We're in for every purchase of our Europa horn and Supertone horn, 25 pesos will be donated to the Care for Life initiative or Care for Education initiative in the Philippines, wherein this will go on top of what we are already planning to give and support TFT. So this initiative, of course, is not only uh, to top up our commitment for the Care for Life program, but also encourage consumers uh, in, through purchasing and patronizing our products. Percentage of it goes to the Care for Life, Care for Education initiatives. And this is one way consumers will be able to support our business and also support the initiatives of Bosch. And with this, this is again starting December 7th. So last week we started this initiative, talking to our customers, talking to our business partners, and pushing it into the market. And this will uh, be a 1 year thing, more than 1 year thing. So this will end on December 31st, 2020. So with this, we encourage people, of course, if they are not able to donate directly to Teach for Philippines, indirectly, Wash will be able to support them through the patronage of our products. And moving forward, we will continue to look into other opportunities, other link to other products that we are selling in the market to grow the portfolio of what we can do to support the Care for Life. So thank you very much. And yeah, thanks for coming to our media partners. Uh, and this is one way, of course, of spreading the message to the market and also to the country of the initiatives that we want to do. And of course, support the, the projects of which work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike, for that. So what you could see here, how we participate, and we are really doing. We're a community. We're like what was mentioned earlier in the slide. It takes a village to raise a kid or to raise children. So This activity that we're doing for every item bought, like the Europa or the Supertone, all of us are contributing to raising a child for his or her better future. Now, at this point of our program, we will be opening the floor to questions or clarifications that the media may have regarding our project on the regional level or on the local level. So if you have, may I call before you can raise your hands and ask the questions, maybe our colleagues here Marshall, Paolo, G, and Mel can go on stage. Okay. And then now, is there anyone from the media who has any questions, clarifications regarding the program, the project that we have on the regional level, Care for Life, or here in the Philippines, Care for Education? Any questions? All right. Yes. Yes, sir. We have a question from jamesdeacon.ph. Here. We have a question here.
Um, I know the public body years back. I know that has been mentioned, but it did not get in for me. Is this project national? I mean, the song is like meaning reaching those far-flung areas, provincial schools.
Okay, so maybe our colleagues from Teacher Limited can address that question.
Yes, so thank you for the question. So yes, our programs are implemented nationwide. So we have been implementing them across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao since 2017. And as mentioned in the slide, we are currently implementing the programs in 24 public schools across the country and 11 local governments. So that's from Ilocos Norte all the way down to what's the lowest? Misamis, yeah, Misamis Oriental.
Follow up.
Follow-up question. Have you been partnering with SPED organizations in different public schools? Like, for example, in my school, we have special education. I myself am a student of the SPED organization in Santa Ana Elementary School.
Mm.
As a kid, back in elementary days, early 90s, I would not mention the year, but yeah,
Sure, yes. So yes, definitely we do partner with SPED organizations within the school system. So it does depend on the specific public school whether a SPED department is present in the school, but definitely we do invite and welcome SPED students, so special education students, into our programs depending on the school's needs and interests.
yeah. No, not a question. Like, thank you for this initiative of yours. Had I been born 30 years later, the 7-year-old me would have been very proud of me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that question. Those questions, rather. Are there? Yes, sir. We have another question here.
Yeah, this was directed to Bosch. Is there any particular reason why those specific models on the Europa and Superloan will be uh, donated? A portion of the proceeds will be donated to the program.
Uh, we have selected this product because it's a product that is very well established in the market. So we are market leader for horns, and within horns, the specific segment is Europa horn, the strongest horn in the market. And we believe that is a product that can link to the end user. So we also sell other electrical and mechanical components, diagnostic systems, but this is not visible to the end user. Horns is a product that is quite visible. We have a very established market share, and we thought this would be the first product to be launched into this program because can link straight to the end user. So it's an end user visible product. And therefore, we can link because that's also a contribution from the end users who purchase our horns will also indirectly will contribute for uh, this program. So that was the main idea behind.
Maybe to add, we could have also picked the horn where we have less market share. Yeah? But in order to, let's say, generate a higher amount of donation, we decided to go with our top line of horn, because if not, peanuts doesn't help. Yeah? So that was the main reason. And on the other side, horns on one side creates also the alert, but also awareness. So the alert that the kids should have, or the children should have in school, to learn, but also the awareness, in your face in reality, to help this good cause.
Okay. Thank you so much for the question and our answers. Are there other questions that we have from our friends from the media? Any questions? All right. I think I have a question, because I think this was one of the questions that we gathered earlier. So maybe for this is for both Marshall and Paolo. So how did the Care for Life project start? Like what part this program, and then how it became like a regional project?
Okay, thanks for your question. Maybe I start with this. I attended in 2019 in Malaysia a campaign which we launched there, which was called Drive for Life. Not Care for Life, it was Drive for Life. And we did this together with the Ministry of Transport, but also of Education and Family and Culture. And what we advocated at that point of time was safer cars or safer roads, because many of our products are linked to safety aspects. And now years later, we said, okay, not just to protect the people in the car. What we want to do is to support vulnerable children. That's why we switched the campaign and now call it Care for Life, and are targeting here to work with partners like Teach for the Philippines, vulnerable children, in order to improve their quality of life and excel in life on the challenges they face.
Maybe ends up on our side. We have the initiatives, but we also have to, on the background, the company, Bosch, to support it. And as you probably might know, Bosch is not a public listed company. So we are a foundation. 93% of Bosch belongs to the Bosch Foundation. And this helps with these initiatives, because in the end of the day, part of our profits that are not re-injected in the business are pushed for initiatives like this one. So it's on one side the initiative that the associates have, but on the other side the capacity that Bosch has, because it is in our core activity to sponsor, to promote these activities, and both combined comes into this project. And we are also very proud that Bosch supports this initiative. Marcio mentioned before about Primavera being an initiative supported by Bosch, but also with the initiatives of various associates. And this combination makes such projects a reality.
Right. Thank you so much. And then maybe the last question is: so you have all the countries in ASEAN, and then each country has its own theme. So for the Philippines, why are we focusing, or why are we directing the theme Care for Education here in the Philippines?
You first?
I mean, I think you highlighted on the 27 million of children. Yeah? Nonetheless, I think also in Paulo's speech on what we just realized over the past, almost in reality, 3 years, not just 2 years. Yeah? I mean, Philippines, I think if we go across ASEAN, is the country hit the most by having children not going to school. Finally, it's happening now for almost 3 years. And I mean, I have kids at home, and you see that they need to lose their energy and also be together with other kids. So we decided, due to the high rate of this aspect in the Philippines, to go more for the care for education in the Philippines.
All set.
All right. Thank you so much. Please stay on stage and we call back on stage, Mike, because we have another photo opportunity, and we will be giving our donation to Teach for Philippines, from Bosch AA to Teach for the Philippines. So for Bosch, we are donating education program donation of 600,000 pesos for each for the Philippines. Alright, so please stay on stage. May we call on our colleagues, our friends from the AAP could join our friends here for another photo opportunity. Come on, guys, please go on stage. Yes, please share our placard.
We live in an interconnected world, a shared past, present, and future, connected by a series of ties, strengthened by love, for better or for worse. The need to adapt when there is change, to support one another, to bring kindness where there is pain. The need of loving kindness, of interconnection. The future you used to chase. The future you used to want. Now, you're living it. This is Jabber. Reconnect, adapt, and evolve. Jabber Motorcom. Make rides more fun.
Oh, those smiles. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And I hope everyone really held their smiles for the many photos that we got. Okay, so I'm sure everyone got their photos. Get a lot of photos that are wonderful. It just shows how we are very excited and very proud to partner with each for the Philippines for this Care for Education project. Now we have just one more last activity, no? So I'm sure we had that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. Now we have another activity, another very exciting activity. So this will be our raffle time. So may I call on stage Mike, Paolo, and Marshall for our raffle activity. So we have very exciting prize that maybe okay, so we have our Europa horse for our raffle, and this is very exciting. So maybe we can here see the electronic roulette.
Okay, so I hope everyone was registered and they- so
I spin or what?
yeah, we just
Are you ready? I don't hear anyone. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Does it work? Magic.
so hands.
Where's hands? So now hand hands you can make way more noise.
Have another round. We have a couple more of Bosch Europa horse here.
B like Bosch, like Bosch, B.
Ah, yeah.
Jacob.
Jacob Oliva.
three more horns to give. So next round,
You
next
can
spin.
install many horns in one car, I saw. Where's Donna? Donna with the heavy camera.
Second to the last Europa horn to be raffled out. Yes, one more.
Exciting things of the story.
Is that outside?
Right.
Okay, so we're down to our last Europa horn, set Europa horns to be given. Who will be our next winner?
So we start with Bosch, but now we finalize with Light. Who is going to be the winner? Huh? Henry. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you, Marshall, Paolo, and Mike for that very exciting raffle. I'm sure all our winners are very happy to put them in their cars and make more noise in the streets of Manila or wherever they will be. So again, everyone, thank you so much for joining us in our campaign launch here at my museum and here at Care for the Interior of the Philippines. I'm sure all of us are happy with the team and full with our stomachs and we will be extra full later for lunch and also more knowledge about what we are doing together with Teach for the Philippines. So again, maraming salamat sa pagpunta dito and now let's have our lunch. Thank you and it's Christmas time, so happy holidays. So for lunch, we have here a buffet. So it will be